Okay, here we are. Welcome back, everybody, to our second and final live stream of today. We are back in Train Sim World 2. Back in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't know why I said Train Sim World 2. Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are taking off from Sintra Air Base. They've been gracious enough to host us today for our flight around Lisbon. We're going to take off and then kind of make our way through here. This is just a basic route. This is not like set in stone. It's just a way to be able to kind of hit all the points as we fly around. And then we'll land over here at this little small airfield. Perfect for the 152. And then we'll be done. So we'll probably just kind of do a couple loops around this area and the same here. And then we'll head over and call in for landing. So hopefully everybody enjoys it. Before we get started, of course, please listen to the following announcement from your streaming host. International streaming rules and regulations require me to provide the following information. I am on the Xbox Series S. I have the deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We will be flying the Cessna 152. We are departing from Sintra Air Base and we'll be heading to Alasheti. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but that's just a general place for us to land. I am not taking requests for flights. My flight schedule was created well in advance and is subject to change based on my own personal schedule. Hello, Joseph, and hello, Glenn. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are vintage aviation flights. Fridays, we're still doing a few things for a few more. We've got 2 viewer requested flights still to knock out, so we will get those done. Tuesdays are jetliner regional jet flights. I have to spend some time with the A320 again just to make sure that at least is working. Maybe the 737 MAX, we'll see. Thursdays, military aviation flights. This Thursday, we are going to be in the... I think it's the French jet. Let's just have a quick look here while we're waiting for more folks to come in. Look at my list here. Thursday the 5th. Yes. No. We are going to be in the Grumman G44A going from Lisbon. Yeah. So we're going to do one of the little flying boat things. And so that would be fun this week. So it's not always going to be a military jet. It could be just a military plane in general. So anyways, and then we are going to, Fridays or Saturdays is our Lightning Saturday, featuring the P-38 Lightning. We are continuing our journey around California to the former Army Air Corps airfields. Sundays, scenic flights. So we just try to find a nice place to fly and see some really nice scenery. And any other information can be found in the description area below the video. Thank you for your attention. All right, so let's get in here and get things started up. I'll try to finish my last bit of coffee here. So, all right, let's get rid of that. Mixture in. I think there's a fuel cutoff. Sorry. Oh. Put that on. I don't know why we need a pushback, but okay. Seems rather a bit much, but Okay. No. Oh. Hello, Mick. How are you? Nice to see you here. I'm suspecting you were lurking in the Train Sim World stream, possibly. You were called away to dad duty. So there's one place in particular that I want to make sure we touch on is there's a bridge, and when we get to it, we'll talk more about it. But there's some, just learned something new about the area. So there's a helicopter. No, I'm sure Mick is hobbling around making it worse, Joseph. You know, he's stubborn like that. Mick strikes me as the sort of patient who doesn't listen to his doctor's advice. It's like, nah, doc, I'm not gonna do what you tell me to do. What do you know? Medical school. I'm Mick. I know what to do. What am I paying you for? You numpty? Today, a restless night. Tried to find out if I could get a booster done. Oh wow, all the way till Tuesday. Jeez. Yeah, that's a long wait for pain relief, that's for sure. Well, you know, when I was a medic, we used to, you know, a patient would come in on Monday and go like, I'm in excruciating pain. Well, you know, you could have gone to the ER and probably gotten something for the pain if it was that bad. Just bring in the paperwork and we'll put it in the system, and then you wouldn't have to pay for the visit, you know. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, you know, if it's really that bad, you can go to the ER, or if you can, you have somebody take you to the military hospital. there at Fort Stewart when I was at Hunter Army Airfield. That, you know, if it was that bad, they would see you and they would give you something for it. And then you bring the paperwork back just to make sure that it gets put in the system and that you got treated for it, and it's all good. It's people don't want to do that, but I don't know what the situation like that is in the UK. If that's something you could do, you know, get some kind of pain relief short term until Tuesday. You know, if you went to like the emergency room, but there's, you know, you're probably going to sit and wait. They're going to take the more serious cases first. Of course, that's triage, but yeah, then you're just more agitated because you're still waiting. Should be 299 or 2. Yep. All right, let's go. I'm gonna have to at least get us on the right track, going the right direction here. So I know we're going to the south once we. Yep. Okay. Right turn to the left. All right. But see, that's also, you know, like one of the reasons why we weren't allowed to have any kind of, you know, anything in our aid bag that would be pain relief, because, you know, most docs, you know, most medics would probably be like, yeah, just come by my room or whatever, I'll be right over to give you a shot of something. See, a stream is making me move. No, don't use that as an excuse, Mick. Just take it easy. If you have to take a day off, take a day off. It's fine. Oops, why did I minimize that? Get rid of that. I need to see where we're going to stay on track. Yeah, don't. You have to take a day just to kind of relax and as best as possible. Then do that. Don't let anybody else make you feel like you have to do something. You know, if I'm not well, I'm not going to stream because I know I'll be cranky as hell. Just saying. It won't be a fun time for anybody. Trust me. No, you continue for a north departure. Who are you to tell me what to do? Give you a north departure. Keep this minimized so that I can, if I need it, if we get lost. It's that bad I have an injection to that joint, but they're making me wait hard to stand on foot. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess, well, I don't know if it's because maybe you've had an injection recently, or, you know, I don't know. It's a very kind of a strange, you know, doctors, they are who they are, and their feeling is they're always trying to act in the best interest of the patient. Sometimes it doesn't seem that way. This is very Very nice looking area. It's definitely a place I wouldn't mind visiting in real life. It's like a train station. The trolley or intercity system, maybe. Well, it's more than that, Joseph. It's not as simple as that. If it's that bad, like excruciating, like if it's abdominal pain or chest pain, that's admittable, and they'll see you right away. Like there's something more serious going on. Oh, there's a castle right there. Look at that. Wow, you could even see the wall around the castle. Check that out. Look at this. What is this? Wow. Oh, every 6 months. Okay. Check that out. Wow, that is fancy. I wonder if they have a gaming room in there. I wonder if you could play if they play video games in there. Pena Palace. Pena. Let's go take a look at that again. Hello, old Crankman. You had a nightmare. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, just come in and enjoy the scenery here around Lisbon. How about that? Take your mind off your nightmare. Yeah, like ankle pain, it's you know, either you've sprained it or twisted it or something. It's not like or if they would admit you, of course, if it was broken, you could tell it's broken. But yeah, otherwise, they're going to take the more serious patients first. The people who are in. It was thunderstorm rain, but instead of rain, it was small. Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't know quite what to make of that, but sit back, relax, and enjoy the scenery here over Lisbon. So yeah, that's a palace. Look at that. Wow. That is amazing. And there's this castle right there. Let's go right back over to the castle. Very cool. Recently there was a guy who crashed his own plane deliberately with Cessna. Well, I'm guessing he needed the insurance money? I don't know. Like, if it was intentional, then I don't know that how they would pay his insurance for that, but okay. Either that or he was trying to kill himself, I don't know. Super Mario, okay. Anywho's. A little bumpy here. Go around this coastline here and then we'll go back, turn around the coastline there. Yeah, so either he was trying to end his own life or he was trying to do enough damage that he would get a insurance payment. He would try to sue the manufacturer or something, or the maintenance person to get something out of it. Who knows? I don't know, and people do what people do for whatever reasons. this plane to settle down a little bit. We'll be good to go. Oh, this looks nice here. Well, 6 viewers hanging out. Thank you all for coming in. We do try to fly 7 days a week, whenever my schedule allows for it. We'll be back tomorrow in the Fokker F.VIIb going from Budapest to Belgrade. I think that should be a fairly straightforward flight. We're doing a 32-leg trip to the former Dutch East Indies, what is now known as Indonesia. My information. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Nick. Yeah. And that's why they only, you know, that's the protocols for admission or to be seen right away. It depends on your pain, where the pain is. Anyways, if we're going to start talking about medical stuff, I'm going to start telling stories and people will be disgusted. So, well, I'm sure you'll, I mean, Tuesday seems like a long way away, but hopefully you can grit your teeth and get through it and get that booster shot or whatever you need to help relieve that pain. Too bad there's not a doctor that makes a house call that could just go out there and give you the shot and, you know, put a note in your medical file that you got that booster right then and there. Well, some are, but those are the boring ones. Those are the boring ones. It's the small surgical procedures that are most interesting. I don't want Joseph to toss what few cookies he has. Oh, this is something you might look at this. Zola. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I'm sure all these names are Portuguese, and I don't know Portuguese, so. Wow, look at that. I do have a story, and it's not dirty or anything, but it's about a box of condoms. Oddly enough, and people, when I say that, of course, it's easy to laugh because box of condoms. What kind of story would there be with a box of condoms? And the issue is, or was, when we were in Afghanistan, you know, we had a box of condoms there at our aid station. Because even though they have what they call General Order Number 1, right? Meaning, if you are not married to a person you are possibly going to have intimate relations with, you should not be doing it. You know, if you and your spouse were in the same area, you could, you know, try to cohabitate, and so legally they could do whatever they wanted. Now, that doesn't mean that that's going to stop anybody from doing what they want. So the thought process was, well, at least if we offer protection, it stops possibly unwanted pregnancies and hopefully stops any STDs. Right? Go figure. Common sense sort of stuff. Well, our battalion commander, who was a lieutenant colonel, decided or felt that we were encouraging people to break General Order Number 1 and to have extramarital affairs, whatever. And even though we explained it in a very sensible way, sir, this is the reason why. It's not that we're encouraging anybody, but if they're going to, which chances are they're going to, at least they have protection. It's the smart thing to do. Because people are going to look at that order, I'm going to do what I want. Nope, we had to get rid of the box condoms. He did not want it to be, he did not want to see it anywhere. He felt we were promoting immoral behavior amongst the ranks. Well, if we see a sudden spike in potential pregnancies or STDs, now your people are going to be, especially with pregnancies, it takes somebody out of the fight. So, yeah, it's a condoms. Well, because, but he was adamant. He's like, you cannot have, you need to get rid of this. Like, but sir, think about it. Oh, esterol. Hey, we should be able to find the F1 circuit over here. Let's see if we can spot it from the air. Because that was the site of the Portuguese Grand Prix for many years. Check that out. Let's see if we can find the F1 circuit while we're out and about. Yeah, it was... it's like, well, people are still going to find ways to... They're not going to abide by General Order Number 1. That's just the way it is. You cannot expect... human beings are sexual creatures by nature, I think. When you try to tell a person who has sexual desires that they can't act upon those, that's not a very healthy thing. And people are going to be like, I'm going to do what I want to do with whom I want to do it with, kind of thing. So, yeah. But people, if they're going to have those, hello, Mela. If they're going to have those extramarital affairs, they'd already made that decision before we even left the United States. They had already decided, like, hey, if I have the opportunity, I'm going to do this. So the F1 circuit, I think, I kind of feel like it's over there, but let's see if we can spot it. Water blue. That's true, Glenn, but I think even that he would have been like, no, I'm not buying it. Get rid of it. Let's see, this is the F1 circuit. So yeah, that was one of my few favorite stories in my time in Afghanistan. The 9 months we were there was the box of condoms, encouraging immoral behavior. People have immoral thoughts regardless. If they're going to do it, they're going to find a way to do it. And they don't care about them. Because, there's, people would find a way to do it and not get caught. And that's just the way it was. Well, that's an airport. One circuit. It's probably up over here. Maybe we got time. We can just kind of circle around and maybe look for it. See if we can find it. I do like to find those little hidden. I tell you, Mela, Joseph's been in a mood lately. He was timing Chris's other account out last night. He was all over the place. He was not having it from Chris. I do appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. We're just gonna kind of make a lazy tour around this part of Lisbon before we head up the coast a little bit. Oh yeah, he's on a tear. He's not having it. He's ready to throw down the band hammer left, right, and center. He's shooting now and asking questions later. Chris needs a timeout most times. Is that the circuit? That looks like... Oh, I think we found it. Tucked away here. Yep, there it is. Look at that. Wow, look at the elevation change, and look at those. It's a nice straight, and then that looks like a fairly, I don't know, medium speed right-hander there. But there it is. Former home of the Portuguese Grand Prix. I don't know. I wonder if they race MotoGP there still. I kind of think they do. I think I've seen the last times I've seen a MotoGP calendar. I think they still race there. Luckily, we found the city name, so I knew the circuit must not be too far from it. Yeah, I know that was it's a circuit that was featured prominently, I think, in the 80s and even early 90s. It was one of the prominent circuits on the calendar. So over in the distance, you can see it barely. It's kind of coming into prominent view here off in the distance. It's the 25th of April bridge. Now, I didn't know what it was all about, so I looked it up. Mel, I had chicken nuggets for dinner last night. So it's called the 25-day April bridge, or the Ponte 25-day April. My terrible Portuguese. So I didn't know this, but the bridge was originally named after it was called the Salazar Bridge after the Portuguese Prime Minister Antonio de Oliveira Salazar, who ordered the construction. After the Carnation Revolution, some history here I never knew about, the Carnation Revolution, which overthrew the remnants of Salazar regime. The bridge was renamed for 25th April, the date of the revolution. Did not know that. So, here we are. Now we know. We know he's after battle. G.I. Joe. But that was part of the Iberian update. Oh, I bought the bag of frozen nuggets and put them in the fridge to thaw them out. So I just made some. I think I overdid it last night, though. My eyes were bigger than my stomach. So, yeah, have a few that I did not eat. I gotta get rid of those and toss them in the trash. It was fast. Oh yeah. Yeah, bridge, 25th of April bridge. I gotta look that up. The Carnation Revolution. It's a very interesting name for a revolution. Biscuits and drinking tea. Fort of Sao Julio da Barra. Wow, look at that. That looks like a massive military fort from back in the day. I'm sure they had like cannons, you know. They were looking out at the ocean there, the water, and looking for enemy vessels coming into their area. Open fire and try to sink them before the Carnation, that milk company. Yes, I believe so. But yeah, it's called the Carnation Revolution. But it's also a flower too. It's not just the milk thing, but it's also a flower. That's what that's an interesting. Good day, you too. Sure, I like your tone, ATC. Look at that nice looking beach right there. Of course, it looks nice here. I'm not sure how it looks in. Well, we're kind of like bordering different area of control, I guess. Yeah, it looks like a popular touristy sort of area right there. Go to the beaches of Lisbon and hang out. I have a can in the fridge. Can of card. Oh, yeah. I think my grandmother used to use that for cooking. Because I think it's like condensed milk, if I remember correctly. So yeah, you could use it for like, I think she used it for like pies or something. Playa de Santo Amaro. Again, I'm probably butchering the names and I apologize. Anybody who speaks Portuguese fluently. I sure don't. Let's kind of come back around here. I really wish this would be the time I wish I had a yoke and it'd be much easier to steer, I think, with it. Yeah, I remember my grandmother usually. Yeah, Forte de Santa Marta. That's the. Oh, it might be a different name. Oh, here it's Santa de Barra. Something. So that must be just a named beach also. You can see on this over here by the tail, you know, when they made it, there was certainly a lot more people on the beach. The other one's kind of isn't very clear, but you got a little port there, it looks like. More okay, there's day something. Is that Forta? There is a fort or something near here, I think, too. Yeah, there's the beach, Day Forta. Forta Beach, I'm guessing. Looks like there's an outlet going into the water there from inland. And there's one of the mini football pitches. Cidade do Futebol. And I'm probably butchering it. Looks like an outdoor football area. Probably like a training ground. I think that's what it looks like, a training center. It's like a track and field sort of area, maybe, or there used to be something used to be there. It almost looks like a park, maybe like a monument's there. So there's the river. Oh, there's a park. Yeah, there's a river and there's a park right there. Yeah. Park at Aventura de Jamor. No, I don't know. Ooh, there's a golf course right there. Come back around here. Hello, young, wild, and free. Nice to see you. Welcome back. Just having a nice flight over Lisbon. Checking out some scenery. We'd call it a day. But yeah, I wonder then if it's misnamed in the. There might be different names for it. I'm guessing, kind of like that bridge. It's different names for it. Bouncy here. You know, every time I fly around in these areas, I can't help but think about my time in Lloret de Mar up the coast from Barcelona there. It's, you know, there's such a different vibe to Spain. I don't know what it is. It's just it was an amazing feeling. You know, it's like they enjoy life, they work, but they love to have fun and you know, live life to the fullest, I think. Yeah, definitely. I kind of get that same feeling. Even though I've never been here, I would feel like it would be very similar to Lloret. Even though this is much bigger, Lloret de Mar is, you know, not as big as it probably is now. keep an eye on the chat over on the pause channel in case anybody pops in. Hope you're, oh, nice. Hamburg to Ireland. Nice. Yep, just having a nice little trip here on our Scenic Sunday. Just would like to find a nice, interesting place with some interesting points of interest. With the Iberian coast update, you know, they've added more markers for other things that we didn't know about, so yeah, good stuff. I may have to fly under that bridge though. I'm half tempted. I think I could do it. It's definitely high enough. I think the Cessna would definitely clear it. So I think I need to, I call it, insult the bridge by flying underneath it. Yeah, sure, why not? I think we can do it. We'll fly over it and then we'll come back around and we'll go underneath it. Why not? But we'll do that from in here, just to make it interesting. So there's Lisbon Harbor Control Tower. Sure, they seems like a pretty busy place to work between the shipping, the freighters and stuff, and then the cruise ships if there are any coming in and out of here. They're certainly up high enough to see anything coming in or getting ready to head out. Place of major responsibility, that's for sure. Making sure all the shipping traffic enters and exits safely. Hello, J.K. Vicmo. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. I don't speak, I'm not sure what that is. Welcome. Bellum Tower, and what else is there? There's like two things right next to one another. Bellum Tower and then Bellum Tower Lisbon. I'm not sure why what the difference is. So there's the Ponte de 25-day April Bridge. Celebrate the overthrow of the Salazar regime. We'll come around. We'll fly over this. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they did. This is one of those areas that they updated, so yeah, it looks very sharp, very well defined, I think. We'll go over this. It's a little air base there. I just picked it because it was just easy to take off from there and head over this way. It's in Sintra Air Base. So it's like back over that way, somewhere off the left wing tip. So yeah, we just kind of just. Oh yeah, there's the ports for container ships right there. That's not very far for them to travel. Interesting. Alcantara docks, I'm guessing that's what that was. Yeah, because I wanted to start like kind of above this area and then work our way down and around. So, because if we follow the plan that I kind of put together, we would have been getting ready to land already. So, all right, let's come back around here. Is there? Oh, yes, they. So, for those of you who have Microsoft Flight Simulator, this area right here is part of that view on the splash page, and it shows that bridge, and you could also see their statue is called Christ the King, whereas over in Brazil, right by we've flown around it by Rio de Janeiro, you have a much more, it's a higher, probably more, it's obvious, I think, more well known than this statue of Christ. It's called Christ the Redeemer, but it's up this huge mountain, and very prominent part of the scenery going into Rio de Janeiro. But yeah, they have one here as well. So I'm guessing because Brazil's, they speak Portuguese and they have ties to the Portuguese culture. So yeah, so this, I'm guessing this is their version, which has probably been here longer than the one over in Brazil. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's still a pretty big monument. Because you have the tower basically, and then you have the Christ figure on the top, looking down over the. I don't know. I'm guessing looking that way, or I'm not sure which way the statue's looking. Yeah, interesting. I thought that was a. When I saw that, I'm like, I wonder which one was built first. I'm guessing most likely this one, and then the one in Portugal, or one in Rio de Janeiro came later. I would suspect. I could be wrong. I don't know. Some industrial stuff right here on the water. It's like almost like a petroleum processing or something. Huh. Looks like some kind of refinery or storage spots for oil or fuel, or oil and fuel. I don't think it's a refinery. I think it's a storage. Okay, so why don't we do this? Let's get back in here. Let's go insult this bridge. Anyway, why is that right off the left nose there? Right there. What is that? Let's go take a look at that and then we'll turn back in. Then we'll go under that bridge. Oh, it's just buildings. Oh, okay, I see. It's just the way that the buildings are against the coastline. It looks like it was something like a wall or a. Yeah, it's just the way that the buildings are. Okay, rendered against the beach, the coastline there. All right. Let's go have a bit of fun here. Joseph. Well, you're gonna miss all the fun here. You're gonna miss the flying under the bridge. Have fun, Joseph. Catch you later. Don't tell me you're going to that pub that's been closed, that they suddenly reopened it for the football match. Or are you going to actually watch them live? I mean, if you got tickets, that's awesome. All right. Here we go. Oh, there's a technology museum right there. Ah, oh, architecture and technology. Oh, that would be an interesting place to visit, I'm sure. In Portugal. Or Lisbon. The history of the architecture in the area must be amazing. Art, architecture, and technology. Very cool. All right. This is by no means an easy thing to do with just the Xbox controller. The old crusty sloughs we pass under the bridge. Dun, 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 dun. We have insulted the bridge. There we are. Our first flying under the bridge. Quite some time. I believe it's been quite a while since we've done it. We have flown under the Eiffel Tower a long time ago. That seems like ages ago now. See if we can go back by the statue there and see which way the statue is facing. So we're kind of right at a good altitude here. We just don't want to crash into town there. Looks like out towards the water. Okay. So, like, blessing the mariners as they come into port and leave, I'm guessing. That's pretty cool. Well, there we go. Alright, let's head back over this way. So yeah, this whole area right here is part of the splash page. You can see this roadway here that with the toll booth that looks like going pay to go across the bridge, looks like. Now this plane is wanting to act up. Didn't like having to fly under the bridge. It's upset. Suspension. Apparently this is like one of the top 50 suspension bridges in the world. I did watch Ultraviolet last night. She did a stream for her birthday, and she did 2 streams. She went for quite a while last night. I don't think she stopped until almost 2 a.m. her time. Wow. There is Lisbon. So this is the capital of Portugal. Right here. There is another bridge off in the distance there. We'll fly over that way here. Excuse me. Road here through town, possibly right along the coast there. Looks like it's like a railway station there too. So it departs from and terminates at Lisbon. Yeah, looks like all passenger. But that would be an amazing part to have. Oh, look at that building. Oh, let's go back around here. That looks interesting. Even though it's not marked. Let's go take a look at that. It looks like a building of some kind of importance. I don't know if it's like a government building or if it's a... I don't know if it's a church or synagogue or what? Temple? It sure looks interesting. Wish it was marked so there's a POI, because it must be something interesting. A building like that just can't be just for... It's got to be... There's got to be something there that's of interest. Or maybe it's a government building? No, it looks like more like a church or something. That's what I'm guessing it is. There's a religious aspect to the design, I think, but I could be wrong. Certainly caught my eye. Sure, there's got to be a book around somewhere that has like all the major interesting main architectural things about Lisbon. Yeah, I don't think we're going to fly under that other bridge. That looks way too low to the water. I don't think I would be able to get under there. Check this stuff out. And I think there's some stuff inland that we'll kind of go inland and come back around, and we'll go across the way there. Our airport is somewhere over in that direction. Where we're going at. Big Fry. Hello, Big Fry 40. How are you? Welcome to the stream. We're just touring around Lisbon, Spain here in the 152. Should be wrapping things up here pretty soon. Tour up this way, turn inland for a little bit, and come back around and fly across the other side there. Now, lots of interesting places and things to see here. Not all of it's marked. Boy, there would be so much to see if they marked everything, but really nice scenery today. Guessing that's the Oceanaro de Lisboa. I'm guessing that's like a marine biology center or ocean studies center. Looks like it's something scientific, that's for sure. Huh. This looks interesting right here. Yeah, I'm on the Series S. It's nice to have a fellow Xbox player in the chat. Wow, look at that. I think that's either a hotel or maybe very expensive apartments or condos right here on the... Boy, if you're up on the top floor or something, the view from up there must be incredible. There's, I think that's the main airport here in Lisbon. Or is it over there? I know this is one of the, either this is an air base or this is Lisbon's main airport, international airport. I've been flying on here every day. Yeah, I try to as well. I try to stream 7 days a week when I'm able to. Yeah, just Sundays is our scenic flying. We just try to find an interesting place, or I look around on the map and go, I think this would be place that most people would enjoy seeing. Or we fly from, like we took off, we flew along in New Mexico. We flew along the Sangre de Cristo Mountains of New Mexico. So just some nice overall scenery. But we try to, also include like these major areas around the world as well. But we'll be back tomorrow in the Fokker F.VIIb going from Budapest to Belgrade, continuing our journey to the former Dutch East Indies, now Indonesia. We get started there 7:30 Eastern, 11:30 UTC, 12:30 UK time. I guess you could think about it. We're having a little virtual vacation. Oh, there's one of the... Yeah, there's two main stadiums not far from one another. There's one of them right there. I guess it would make sense that it's right near the airport, so that way any visiting teams, they can fly right in here. You don't have to travel very far to the stadium. Fly over these two football stadiums, because there's one there and there's one right over there. I like flying on here, flying anywhere in the world. Yeah, definitely. That's how it's marketed. That's for sure. You're only bound by your imagination. Within reason, of course. I'm not going to try to take a 747 from a small dirt strip, obviously, but plenty of places to see and plenty of places to fly. Look at that. That looks nice. Other one looks... Not sure who plays in which stadium. Wow, that looks nice. This one looks, I don't know, they both look fairly modern. So they just got an outdoor training facility right next to it. When the weather is nice, they can go out here and practice. That looks amazing too. Although this one doesn't have the pitch inside, but still, that looks pretty interesting. can't imagine like how loud it would be in there if that place is packed. You know, like every seat's full. It looks like a rail yard here. This looks like something more for freight. I mean, it looks like a freight yard, but I'm not sure where. I mean, the track lines seem to kind of just fade into the street, but I don't know where. Maybe there's a. I don't know. Is there like a tunnel there? Oh, maybe there is. Yeah, it looks like there. Well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like there's. Huh. It looks like a freight yard. Or maybe it's just a train storage spot. I don't know. Interesting. Alright. Let's go check out this other bridge and we'll... Oh, and I can't remember the name of the airport that put it in here. I did not. Okay. That's alright, we'll find it. Of course, we wouldn't be allowed to fly over the major airport here. That would be a big no-no. That's alright. We don't have to worry about getting yelled at. From Vasco da Gama? Huh. I really looked at that on our way in. Boy, there's some strong wind pushing us around here. Look at that. We're at 97 followers over on Twitch. Thank you all for the new followers. Big Fry, Humbucker, and Snatch Magic. Most recent followers over on Twitch. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. It looks like it starts up high and then it's almost like this bridge goes lower across the water and then goes back up on the other side. Very interesting. Oh, that's the apartments. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay, I remember now. This is like those fancy places that if it's apartments or condos or something, it would be certainly a nice place to live with a nice view. There's like a nice walking path along the waterfront there. Maybe little stands where you can go get a coffee or a drink of some kind to sit back and relax and enjoy your morning or afternoon or evening. Actually, it looks like it drops down and actually, yeah, it looks like it stays fairly flat. I wonder, huh? Interesting. Alright, let's have a look at our little map here and see whereabouts we are. Oh, actually we were going to fly over this way anyway. So we must be getting, our destination must be somewhere over there. It's alright, we'll find it. Just make our way over here and have a look at what's going on over on this side. We'll get ready to land and we can all go enjoy the rest of our Sunday morning, afternoon, evening, maybe even early Monday morning. Wherever you are in the world, happy to have you here. So let's see if we can continue our successful landings with the Fokker F.VIIb. It's not an easy feat to do, but so far we've had a few crashes, but we're getting better. Airfield right there. I think this is a military airfield right here. Quite a few over in this particular part. I kind of feel like those were not always air bases. Those just there was probably more airports, and then the Portuguese Air Force took over some of them as they built up the larger airports. Vasco da Gama Village. Huh. Vasco. Wait, that says, oh, it says São Francisco. Huh. I was like, wait a minute, does that say San Francisco? Wait, I didn't know they had one all the way over here. That's copyright infringement. Let's see what São Francisco is. I wonder if that's because you have Sao Paulo. I wonder if that's the Portuguese name for saint. São. Oh, sorry, São. Yeah, I wonder if that's like the Portuguese word for, like, this is supposed to be Saint Francis. That's where San Francisco was named after. If I remember the origins of the word Samuel. One of the things that you can go check out in California, if they're still open or if they're reopened, is the old Spanish missions in California. A very prominent part of early California. The Adobe Missions, yeah, it's the Adobe built churches and church buildings. Very interesting design. Yeah. This does not live up to the name of San Francisco. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. It looks like I mean, it's very, like, it's not very, like, condensed or anything. Whereas this area looks like it's people living on top of one another almost. trying to think where our little airfield is. We'll find it. Just check out a little bit more scenery, and then we'll find our little airstrip, and we'll be on the ground. Thank you all. Excuse me. Thank you all once again for coming in and hanging out today. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed a nice, relaxing flight. Nice way to start the week off. Just a nice slow flight around the Bella's back. Watch out, Mela is back. You have been warned. Hide your food, lock your fridges. Mela's back. Oh, I did close that by accident. I meant to minimize it. I don't know why I closed it, but oopsie daisy. All in good fun. Always happy to see you here. I'm guessing it's over. See which we'll get headed in the right direction here. Get ready to make lunch pretty soon, and I gotta get laundry done too. Oof. It's like I get a little bit done, but then we only got a couple washers and only one dryer here in my apartment complex. Although there is a laundromat down the street, but I'm not taking my laundry down the street. But I want my unmentionables being found. Yes. There you go, Nick. Thank you. They put a link there about the California missions. When I was younger, that was one of the. We would go on a field trip to those places to learn about the history of it. I lost my line for some reason. Huh. Could do is there it is right there. Da, 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 da. When in doubt, use the tool. It's what was it? LP78. Okay. When in doubt, use the tools available. I'm also flying around, not sure where I am. Do I see airstrip? Well, if you pop up in this thing with the little flight assistant and you click on display direction, it should give you the airport name and all that, and then you just pick from the list once you It's probably not towered, so we're just going to go right on in. Is it, which way are we right now? Oops, this is blocking it. Runway 1. Oh, it's got the pattern. Okay. Well, we don't need that necessarily. Well, here's what we'll do. We'll fly towards that. And just kind of have a look at our airport where we're going to land. And then we'll come back around. So we're not going to do the actual circuit or the pattern that they're telling us to do. We're going to just come up with our own little plan. So far it hasn't worked out very well. Get eyes on the airport, come back around. So what we'll do is we'll fly, we'll do a lazy right turn and then come in over here. Okay, take care, Big Fry. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow. So on Sundays, just so you know before you go, usually my first stream on Sundays is we do a Train Sim World 2 stream, and then we go flying in about half an hour or so after we conclude the ride on the trains, and then go find a nice area to fly around. So go ahead and get rid of this. Now, initially, when I first started flying, we would follow the, it should say 10. Why does it only say 8? That's different. Yeah, see, it's supposed to be 10 degrees here. Why is it only saying... Oh, that's a trim. Never mind, the flaps are 10. Okay. Wait a minute. Why is it only 8 degrees? Flat. Should be 10. Yeah, we used to, when I was younger, we would go visit those missions and learn about the history, because, you know, they'd show all the, how people lived there and everything. The rudimentary tools that they used to build things and repair stuff and all that. So, you know, I always found that interesting. So, okay, it's right there. Oh, so I was looking, I thought it was like straight through here. It's back in. Okay, so we're going to have to come in basically probably from over there. So we'll still make a lazy right turn, even though it's wanting us to go left. I don't know why. Boy, we are getting pushed all over the place. The wind is bullying us today. Now it's like I nosed over. Nope, not quite yet. Felt like I was getting ready to. Okay, so there's where we're coming in at. I'll be back with Captain Arish tomorrow afternoon, evening time, continuing his flight around the world. In Cessna 172. We'll still be, I think we were still in Tasmania. I think we're going to find some more stuff in Tasmania and then head back to Maine, Australia. Alright, I have some good references now. Let's just go a little bit past. We don't want to turn too early. Oh. Everybody's working for the weekend. That's what's happening. Everybody's going to start working for the weekend again. Alright, now we can go ahead and start turning. Turn. Turning again. I feel like I'm fighting against the wind. Well, at least it'll make the landing interesting. Goodness gracious, I lost the airport. It's a very small strip. Okay, there it is. Kind of easy to get lost in the... There's not really much defining feature to it. Like, it kind of blends right in. It'd be even worse if it was a dirt strip. So see, next Sunday, just out of curiosity, at 8, we will be flying around. Oh, Iceland, yes. We're leaving from Reykjavik to Vestmannaeyjar, So yes, we will be flying over Iceland next Sunday. Be 2 legs. We'll take off from Reykjavik, head over at a waypoint, and then turn in towards our destination. So hopefully it'll be some nice scenery there. Probably take the Cessna 172 for that. Hey, Allison, how are you? Nice to see you here. Great flight yesterday. Really enjoyed it. Thank you for popping in. We're getting ready to land here. A little small airstrip there. We just been flying around Lisbon. Lots of nice scenery here. So we've flown pretty much along the coastline there. We did fly under the 25th of April bridge earlier, so yeah, good fun. A nice little trip today. Nice to see you here. Definitely going to be missing you while you go on your vacation and everything else that you got to take care of, so but looking forward to when you're back and continuing your journey following Amelia Earhart's flight. Lots of great information yesterday too. I really enjoyed that. It's always nice to learn more about Amelia and what they were doing and how they did it. You know, that's I think Captain Hars said it very well. There's a lot about it that most people don't really understand the what they really did. You know, because things were still rudimentary as far as lost a full. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. Ooh, yeah. Ouch. Yeah, I was really. I'm glad I was able to join in for the second leg. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and just hearing, you know, more about Amelia and what they were doing, and Fred's, you know, part in it. You know, because, you know, her name gets mentioned a lot, I think, but Fred did a lot to make all those legs successful with his navigation and everything. So, yeah, good. That's a good thing. Don't want to lose that. Yeah, it was. It's really interesting history. Oh, ugh. You're just gonna have to be careful till you can get back home. Boy, it is really windy here. I'm like getting bounced all over the place. I feel like I'm in a windstorm all of a sudden. Alright, let's turn. We gotta drop altitude and turn some more here. Oh, it feels like I'm just. Oh, it's like I'm fighting the plane. Yeah, we had quite a good sized group last night, that's for sure. A lot of people in the air. You know, it's funny because I was gonna come in on runway 25, but then you guys were all heading for runway 7. I'm like, well, I don't know if I can beat them to the punch, so then I was like, let me just go around. That's why I came in last. I was like, I don't want to. We'll come around and line up behind everybody. It's not a big deal. But it was, yeah, I really enjoyed that. A lot of interesting scenery for sure. I probably had about 25 probably in Manila. I've definitely put more than on the plate, and I cook more than that, and I should have probably been a little bit more conservative with the number I was putting on to put it in the oven, so that's okay. It happens. But yeah, I nearly made a dive for runway 25, but I was like, no, they're all lining up for 7. I don't want to upset anybody's approach or anything. If you all want to see, let me find Allison's channel here. You should be able to watch the replay from yesterday. There's 2 legs. Although, oops. The first leg, or there was some issues with the takeoff, if I remember correctly. I was halfway listening and all that. So, but yeah, do check out the video, the replay. Certainly worth it. Lots of neat scenery. And do definitely give Allison a follow, and Captain Arish. Always willing to help out new. Oops. Oh, I am really getting off track here. New sim pilots, if you're new and just want to fly and learn, they're more than happy to help you out. Very welcoming community. Doesn't matter if you're new, old, whatever. Everybody's welcome. You won't find... Well, you will find other places that are like that, but they're very welcoming folks. Do go check them out, please, and thank you. And Allison's very big on bringing more historical knowledge about female aviators from the past and what they did, even though they weren't given much credit for it. Certainly now, Allison is one of the people that's giving them their due. So, yeah, all kinds of good history there that should be acknowledged. And if you're a book nerd like I am, Allison's always talking about a book that she's gotten recently or something in her library. If you like that sort of thing, that's a good resource as well. Wow, this wind is just... What's going on here? It's like I'm getting these crazy gusts all of a sudden. Oof. Oh, I'm flying. I don't think I'm flying with the wind. Yeah, this is some really crazy wind gusts today. Yeah, look at that. It would be easy to miss this airstrip, for sure. They've got all that trees around it. It would have been hard to find again. We would have been flying around forever. We're already at near the 2-hour mark, so definitely time to put this one to bed. Well, there we are. On behalf of myself and the entire flight crew, welcome to this little airstrip here, somewhere not far from Lisbon, Portugal. Local time, I think, is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe? Not sure. We understand and appreciate the fact that you have many options when it comes to your Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream viewing pleasures, and we are glad that you chose to fly with us today. Do join us tomorrow as we continue our journey to the former Dutch East Indies, what is now known as Indonesia, the Fokker F.VIIb, the KLM flight. We'll be heading from Budapest to Belgrade. 7:30 Eastern, 11:30 UTC, 12:30 UK. Just in case you need to adjust your time to know when we will get started. I do greatly appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed all the scenery today. If you're watching it on the replay, thank you. Do leave a thumbs up on your way out, as your flight crew is not financially compensated for their flying. Thank you, Amela. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I had to make sure I got over those trees for sure. Must be a very small little airport here. Oh, look at that. They just opened up a space for us. Look at that. They're waiting right here. Let's go ahead and let them know we are clear of the runway, because that's the right... Oops, nope. We cannot talk to anybody now all of a sudden. Okay. Can't even call in and say we're clear of the runway. Well, there we are. All right. Let's go ahead and shut it down. Let's go ahead and turn all of our lights off. Battery off. There we go. All right. There we are. Hour 38. Not too shabby. Well, it says we landed at LP78 vicinity. Interesting. But we did land on the runway, so don't know what they're talking about. That's going to be it for today, folks. Do greatly appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I will see you all tomorrow in the Fokker F.VIIb to continue our journey. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Sunday morning, afternoon, evening, early Monday, wherever you are in the world. Until then, peace, live long and prosper.